your multi to the next level with the Ladbrokes Multiverse, the only place to combine a same-game multi with your regular multi-picks, built across codes, games and bet types for unmatched betting flexibility with Ladbrokes. Back yourself.
The nerve agent that killed a woman in Britain came from a bottle found at her boyfriend's home. Dawn Sturgis died and her partner Charlie Rowley is in hospital after being poisoned with Novichok last month. Police are investigating if the bottle contains the same batch of nerve agent used to poison former Russian spy Sergei Skripal and his daughter in March. 8 black rhinos have died during a botched transportation operation in Kenya. The critically endangered animals were being moved from the capital Nairobi to a park in the country's southeast. It's believed they died after drinking highly concentrated salt water at their new reserve. NBN News has been given a rare tour of what's said to be the largest underground high-speed railway network in the world. It's part of a multi-billion-dollar line linking Hong Kong to mainland China. But not everyone is comfortable with the fast new connection.
A stone's throw from Hong Kong's famous harbour, workers are putting the finishing touches on the terminus for the city's new high-speed link to China.
We started work on this in 2010. We're now sitting in 2018. So it's been an 8-year exercise.
The 26-kilometre underground rail line will whisk passengers across the Chinese border, connecting into the mainland's vast high-speed network. Inside, the Hong Kong station complex looks and feels more like a modern airport. It's the largest underground high-speed rail station anywhere in the world.
All the tracks are underground from here all the way to the border between Hong Kong and Shenzhen.
The tunnels were necessary to bring the trains into the heart of the densely populated city. But at $14.4 billion, the line hasn't been cheap, and it's running late, with difficult ground conditions hampering construction. While the engineering is impressive, the political aspects of this project can't be overlooked. One of the more controversial features is the joint immigration checkpoint, which will see mainland Chinese laws enforced on the Hong Kong side of the border in a designated part of the station. It's been the subject of intense debate.
They don't know what to expect. If China can do this today, what can they do tomorrow? No matter what happens, Hong Kong is already part of China.
The 2014 umbrella movement highlighted unease among some residents about China's growing influence, and Sao Kiat Tok says the rail line is likely to accelerate the city's evolution.
Now you're seeing a new wave that facilitates, a project that facilitates the influx of people into Hong Kong, and that is going to, the influx of people into Hong Kong, and that is going to, undermine the way Hong Kongers see themselves.
The new link promises to slash travel times between Hong Kong and neighbouring metropolis Guangzhou by more than half when it opens in September.
It will be fabulous.
Andrew Lund, NBN News.
It's enough to turn anyone's stomach. Live maggots found inside this packet of dried Turkish figs. 67-year-old Sal says he brought the snack from Woolworth's Fairfield store on June 30 and ate half the packet before discovering the wriggling creatures. Woolworths offered a $50 gift voucher and an apology over the incident. It was this little girl's tearful pleas that turned the world's attention to the US immigration crisis. The 6-year-old was among thousands of children separated from their parents after trying to cross the border. She's now been reunited with her mother after a recording of her crying sparked huge criticism of Donald Trump's policy. They're critical to saving lives, something most people don't realise until they see defibrillators in action. Now, government grants are helping roll out more than 2,000 of the devices to sporting fields across New South Wales in the hope they'll provide much needed help when it's needed most.
Dr. John Galachek reunited with the man he brought back to life, Nick Shit. Nick had just finished playing over 45 soccer at Longview when he collapsed with a heart attack. Dr. Galachek, who had been playing on the opposing team, grabbed the council-supplied defibrillator and went to work.
We connected the defibrillator and we defibrillated him. At first, in his case, it wasn't successful, so we did some more CPR and defibrillated again, and then it was successful the second time.
Nick was revived and had a stent inserted into a coronary artery.
Without any of those items, I definitely wouldn't be here talking to you today. So defibrillator was key. There was a defibrillator installed at the Oval.
Just 3 weeks before, Dr. Galacek used a defibrillator to save the life of a 64-year-old who collapsed on the field at West Pymble. In both cases, the men are alive because of defibrillators partially funded by the state government. Clubs and councils just need to apply.
We want to roll out 2,500 defibrillators around New South Wales. We've already put over 400 on the ground through our first round. We're opening the second round this week.
After a cardiac arrest, the first 8 minutes are critical. The use of CPR and defibrillators in that time can boost the survival rate by 75%.
All football clubs should take this up. It's extremely important because it will save lives.
The government will contribute up to $1,900 for each defibrillator supplied to clubs and councils.
You don't really know how important it is till you actually use it, so I encourage everybody to apply for these grants.
Mark Burrows, NBN News.
The NRL is weighing up whether to start sorting junior teams by size and maturity rather than just age. Coaches, parents and even some players are in full support, saying the game-changing plan is well overdue.
They're the big-hitting footballers, redefining what it means to be a junior player, turning some parents and their kids off playing the game.
You have some very large kids that are 60, 70 kilos, under 10s, under 11s, falling on kids that are 35 kilos. Shoulders, wrists, I've had a worst thing, I've had the dislocated hip in an under 12.
An increase in injuries and flatlining participation forcing the NRL to listen, the board trialling weight for age restrictions. Under the plan, players are grouped by size and maturity as well as their age. Parents can even drop their child down an age group if they think they're too small.
Logic tells you that it's long overdue, and a lot of kids aren't playing now because of the difference in size. Not that they don't love the game, don't want to play the game.
Most parents support the move.
I think that'd be a good idea because there is a lot of bigger boys out there now.
While the game-changing plan has been in play for the past 18 months with some Western Sydney clubs, the NRL has yet to decide whether it'll expand the trial into other states like Queensland and Victoria. The safety concerns aren't limited to just boys, with the number of girls signing up in 2017 up 21%.
She'll not participate.
Yeah, right. Is that bad? Sometimes the size difference.
Yes, it is.
But rugby hardliners say it's just part of the game.
If they're going to play rugby league anyway, they're going to come up against bigger kids, smaller kids. They've got to face it sometime.
A plucky wombat has defended its territory from two big brutes who were throwing their weight around at Cedar Creek Wombat Sanctuary in the Hunter Valley. Undeterred by the obvious mismatch, Jeddah moved in to break up a fight between a pair of male roos, using her lack of height to her advantage. Well, hardly fair. Over to sport now, though, with Kate Haberfield. And Kate, a winning return for Mitch Pearce.
It was a win, Tyson, but hardly convincing, thank you. Coming up after the break, Mitchell Pearce helps inspire the Knights, but it was a shaky win over the Eels. And Steph Gilmore carves her way to victory on a perfect day at J-Bay.
At Coles, we'd like to say thanks for helping support the removal of single-use plastic bags from our checkouts. And to help you, we're providing complimentary reusable Coles Better bags for a limited time. Bags you can use over and over again.
We've come a long way this season, but the job's not done. Now is the time for one last push to finish what we started. Now is the time to get behind your Newcastle Knights with a 3-game ticket for just $60. That's any 3 home games for just $60. Visit knightshub.com.au and help the boys bring it home in 2018.
really tried.
If you can see danger coming, you can stop it. At Specsavers, our optometrists can detect a range of health conditions before they become big issues. Every standard eye test includes free digital retinal photography to examine the back of your eye. So seriously, you should go to Specsavers. Book a full eye examination today.
Get Energy Australia's hot energy discounts this winter. Our Anytime Saver plan gives you 28% off electricity and 28% off gas usage rates. That's right, a guaranteed 28% off. Find out more at energyaustralia.com.au.
Can I get the vegan breakfast with bacon?
The veggie burger, medium rare.
Can we split that 11 ways?
Can I have my eggs in bursts? So, yolk on the outside.
Can you tell the chef?
You as a chef?
Could I have sweet?
Sure, plus.
Almond milk?
Yep.
Milk?
Done.
From orders through to payments, with ANZ Play Pay and the right app, you'll get on top of your business.
Can you remove the sour from the salad?
Sorry, I lost track of time.
Nick loves you very much and is very sorry. You should forgive Nick. Heart with stars. Such
Can we put it to that? Stop. He's not violent. Fine, sorry.
At Coles, we'd like to say thanks for helping support the removal of single-use plastic bags from our checkouts. And to help you, we're providing complimentary reusable Coles Better bags for a limited time. Bags you can use over and over again.